And then Detroit, it's kind of just really dreary most of the year and really just kind of depressing in general because it's just always cloudy and our winters are really long. So I think it forces a lot of people that kind of are curious about making interesting music to just hang out in their basement, just kind of toil away and make some stuff you've just never heard before. And then eventually when it's sunny outside, they'll come out and they'll have some new record to give to you. And you're just like, man, what is this? How do they make this?
Slither, Chris Pottinger and Heath Moreland of Detroit.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like a movie,
Like,
more like soundtracky kind of sounds.
I mean, some of their music was downright frightening, like scary. Like volume-wise, in terms of surprises, like those like really kind of periodic, very slow, like percussive hits.
This one time we got food delivered to our house when we were mixing down a record, and the guy like was delivering food and he asked us if we were listening to like a scary movie because it was just like
he's
he was like scared,
kind of afraid to open the door, and we were just starving, waiting for him to get there, and it's like, are you listening to a scary movie? We use instruments that I feel like not a lot of people use in the way that we're using them. So sometimes it's just, I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Well, when I was younger, like, I started checking out jazz, and it was like the craziest music I ever heard because it was just so out there. And then I started hearing even weirder stuff than that. But yeah, jazz. It's cool. It's getting a little jazzy in here.
It's just a really organic, extemporaneous noise piece that happened in the moment.
When I play like clarinet, a lot of the times it's pretty much straight through, like a microphone. I really like the sound of it, the tone of it. I don't know. I taught myself how to play it. I don't know. I didn't play all the notes on it, but I can't play no Benny Goodman, that's for sure.
It's improvised, so I mean, every time they play, it's going to be different.
Sometimes the horns just match up. It's not always totally planned, but sometimes it just sounds like it's planned. So kind of just go with it.
How do you judge it if it's good or not?
I don't even know if it's necessarily about that.
I'll just plug this thing in here.
They strike me as just being really interested in what kind of tone they can set, what their intention is, what kind of journey they want to take the listener on.
I play the clarinet.
I don't think they really know before they start.
I have tape decks and microphones, and that's pretty much about it. I have a, wah-wah pedal and delay and stuff, but it's real raw. Then I have like pre-recorded cassette tapes, and I have loop tapes, and I record live.
How did you come up with that setup?
I don't know, just messing around with like, there's always tape decks around, and it's real cheap. It's like tape decks. They both have like microphones. They both have line outs.
And so the effect becomes what you like double and triple and
Yeah,
quadruple the sounds you're making.
Right, yeah.
I've got like some synthesizers. I've got electric thumb piano. It just kind of sounds like garbage. And then it's like I kind of like playing it on the corner here. Just
They're pushing it. I mean, they're pushing the listener. They're very impressive visually too. They're hooking up contact mics to like things that they're dragging against the ground. You know, I'm taking the same thing and putting it right up against a speaker to get this controlled feedback. They're using noise and creating a musical soundscape. It takes a certain kind of seriousness of intent to pull that off and not just have it be this like totally self-indulgent, you know, like masturbatory, you know, kind of just free for all, which I think that's what free improv can be at its worst.
we have ideas. I think we'll talk before a show, or we'll like talk before practice and talk about things that we really want to accomplish during the set.
We get like a real rough sketch.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
It's
we
just,
like really feel it out too.
The structure of their improvisations, it's quite huge. The scale of how much noise they're using as opposed to more pleasing harmonic tones, but also just sheer volume. It's a bit confrontational. I think that's important. You know, it's not music can express things other than just familiarity and regularity and comfort, you know.